we're going to have a look at the trailer in a minute. So, welcome to a Sippy and Dom reacts to Hellish Quart. This is a sword brawler from my initial scans. We're both yet to have a look at this trailer, but we're super excited. As always, if you have any thoughts and feelings, leave them in the comments below and we'll get back to you. But for the most part, let's crack on and see what it's all about.
And this father, old man, is walking through the yard.
Got beer,
and his
you'll be
son,
happy.
dressed up as a Turk, rides in through the gate.
Yep.
Old man just ran.
Also, I
scared,
want that hat.
Like he saw the devil himself. And the son is chasing him. He yells, "Stop! I am your son!" And old man just lost his wits. He died soon after that. That's how scared he was. Look, Jesus,
That's an interesting
Mary,
stash.
It's him, the infamous, the bandit.
There are just two of them. There's a
I
reward.
feel like I might have got the genre for this game rather wrong.
All right, you have your
Oh,
pistol.
this is a cinematic.
You're coming with us.
Oh,
Or we can shoot you right here. No difference to me.
I love the music.
My brothers, you must have mistaken me
Until,
for someone
what?
else.
He's from Manchester. Oh, here we go.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, look at this. Some scimitar. Oh, versus fencing. What? Hang on a moment. Right, just make a small complaint. I loved the beginning and the intro, and they got into the sword fighting, and it gave me 3 seconds of it. Ah, that's a
I mean,
tease.
it was the cinematic one
Yeah.
as opposed to. But what else is this? Early access already started?
Yeah, early access. There's a demo for it too.
Oh, Lord.
Oh yeah, there's a demo for this. I have a request, but we'll get onto that a little bit later. Hellish Quart. So, a physics-based, realistic 3D sword dueling game set in the 17th century, early access. I feel that we have had a look at this before when it was in super early access, and they were talking about adding in like all the ancient, like all types of sword combat. So like samurai and all the other various cultures and knights and bits and pieces. So, a bit of an interesting idea. But I don't know. How did it draw you in?
The story seemed a little random. I legitimately have no idea what the hell that man was talking about. The animation was goofy, but the sword fighting is what I really wanted to see, was more of that, because that's what's really going to be the determining factor is how does the sword fighting play out. Oh god, its full release is planned in approximately 5 days.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, like, when you look at the actual sword fighting, because there is availability to see that out there, it looks pretty cool. And I'm kind of like torn between dude with awesome hat and dude with mustache that drapes over one of his ears.
So yeah, I couldn't really get a grasp of like, is this meant to be like for honor? Do you stand behind the person, or is it more like a Soul Calibur Tekken-esque where you have like you're on the horizontal plane, but you have that rotation to it, so you can like flank either side. It's something pretty unique. I feel like if they got this right, and with a little bit of marketing, this could be something really cool. However, my gut tells me this is not going to go down particularly well. They've only got one other game. So the studio that does this is called Cobalt, and they've got I know they did a VR game about like spellcasting bits and pieces, but aside that, yeah, it's just like its main bragging point is a physics-based, realistic 3D sword dueling game set in the 17th century. Like, I mean, maybe it's just a passion project. Maybe that's it. Because I feel like if you're going into the world of like fighting games, like, can you imagine this coming? Like, what's the big, East Coast versus West Coast, and it's like bring on the samurai and the, so like the French fencer.
Apparently, it's gonna have a campaign and everything.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe that would be good.
And what makes me feel like this is more than a passion project is as I'm scrolling through the Steam page, it mentions motion captured fencing animations. They went through and mocapped this.
Okay, so
to make sure that the fighting looked right.
Okay. So we have had a look at this. We definitely had a look. Because I remember the mocapping as well. So it's not a passion product. But yeah, I mean, I just don't see this being at Evo. Like, what? Maybe it's still like history buffs and people who just like swords and knights and bits and pieces and well, I wish them luck.
Yeah, I mean there's definitely its own separate like history buff gamers. They exist. I forget what the name of the game is that's out there, but I have buddies that like love this one particular game that is like legit musket ball in a line.
Right, yeah.
Firing like you have to pack the musket and fire in
is this
line
the Half-Life
and
mod one?
Huh? I don't know. They said I'm trying to remember what the name of it is, but I'm like completely blanking on it. But yeah, I had a bunch of buddies some years back, like right when I was starting Twitch, that were like, "Oh, you should get and play such and such a game," and I was like, "That sounds awful."
I think I know the game you're talking about. Yeah, it's quite the I quite enjoyed it actually, but hey, there we go. But I
Horse and Blade? No, it wasn't Horse and Blade. I don't know.
Wasn't Blade. Okay, well there we go. There's Hellish Quart. We wish them the best of luck, and we will be back to revisit this in the not so distant future. But as always, let us know what you think in the comments, and we'll be back soon.